Good morning, folks. 10-ton noggin. Getting ready to go look up the next four. Not really look up, go retrieve the next four silo alpha codes. So that we can then hopefully solve a puzzle, get into a silo, and probably have our butt handed to us by a bunch of overpowered robots. But we're going to try anyway. Hope you're having a good day. Let's go ahead and get this thing going here. Alright, so first things first. So I've gone through and made ammo. I should be pretty well set. Probably need good idea check for some food. But before we do that, managed to find a couple blood packs. So we're going to go in, and we've already got super duper enabled. We got chemists, so we automatically double them. Every once in a while, then we might luck out and quadruple the production. Let's go ahead and try our luck. I should have everything else I need for it, I would hope. Yeah, so we did stim pack times 2. Oh, didn't get the bonus on that one. One more try. Well, we still got 4. That's all right. Hope you're feeling okay. As I play this, I've got some kind of bug coming on. Started up yesterday, slept most of the day. Ended up playing 76 with one of my sort of constant viewers here, Jamie, who it was a lot of fun. I don't actually get to play online with other folks very often, just for one reason or another. So yeah, it was good. Good game. All right, so let's see. We have a little bit of food. We need more food. What's in the cooler? That should do it. All right, let's switch out the perks. Make sure we're all, whoops. Make sure we're all set there. Still looking for a better 1 point on intelligence here. For now, that'll do. Keep the pipe weapons from breaking on me too often, which honestly has not happened for a long time. Let's see if there's actually any ammo I can add to the machine before I go. This is kind of my source of travel money. Alright, switch over to ammo, and what do we got? We got 308s. So the 308s I actually need to hang on to now. I'm using the light machine gun, which uses those, which is very, very handy. While I do this, I'm going to go ahead and leave my my guns mostly unchanged. I'm kind of thinking I might want to switch over to the, what do you call it, the Gauss rifle when I head down into one of the irradiated or the nuked zones, just because it'd probably be better for sniping. A lot more damage per shot, but we'll see. Anyway, so 44s, yeah, I got a few I can put in there. No one is buying those. That's okay. That's how it goes for a long time. No one buys them, and then all of a sudden, someone comes by, and it's apparently just what they were looking for. Those always go on the machine. I'm hoping to have a little breathing room at some point to just manufacture a bunch of those, because the 556 ammo are really, really reliable sellers. And I'll go ahead and put those in there. I have a gun that uses them, but every time I try to use some kind of laser gun, they don't seem to do that much damage. It's hard to max them out. Even maxed out, it's hard to get the damage very high. Alright, a little fast travel down to White Springs. So yeah, I keep trying them out, and I haven't really found their sweet spot yet. I seem to remember using, like there were certain robots that maybe had a weakness to them, so I have one right now because I'm kind of wondering if I might need to use it going into the silo, or I might need to look for a variety of different things like that to go into the silo. But it's kind of untested. I'm not sure I want to go into the silo the first time and find out that they really aren't great. We'll see. Excuse me. We'll skip the junk for right now. Whoop, no, wrong one. Dang it. My bad. No, we'll have to ignore that one. I guess I did a second card, but... Oh, man. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's do this. Oh, well, see, there's that going on. I could actually just head down right now. Since I just fat-fingered the mission, maybe that would be a good idea. I don't even see the marker on the map showing where the drone is. Oh, that is it. Which is right next to breach and clear. Huh. Let's try out the Ultracite ammo. The other one can wait. So I'll go switch out to my power armor and go down, collect some more nuked flora. But try out the new 50 caliber prime with Ultracite ammo on a Scorch Beast or two. All right. So this is new too. Turns out you can rename the just the chassis themselves, which I did not know. There have been a couple things actually I found that you can do where the commands, the way you do it is not in the usual place. Just for one reason or another, they kind of move around. So if you look in the where you might normally look to name armor or weapons, which is at a workbench, it isn't there. Looked it up though, figured out how to do it. No more guessing at which set of armor I'm grabbing, which is nice. The other day, I went to a private server to manufacture. I got about 13 new cores. We're not going to need nearly that many. Let's make sure we have a few, though. Yep. So let's take 3. balance out how many I have versus the weight. Let's make sure I got the perks enabled. And which one of these do I take off? Because I have to put on Power Patcher and Power User. So I need 2 more points, and that's either Pharmacist or First Aid, which is unfortunate. Yeah, at this point, frankly, it'd be nice to have 2 more points over here. I kind of wonder if taking those off of Endurance or something. But then the other problem is I don't have a... When I'm not in the Power Armor, I really don't have a good place to spend them. So that's a little more vital. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Pharmacist. Because one of the whole points of using the Power Armor is to protect me from rads anyway. Okay, so that's set up. We have all of our chems assigned to the correct buttons. All the weapons are mapped out. We're good to go. One more check, because I'm terrible at getting this wrong. We've got Bloody Mess, Action Girl, Power Armor stuff. Yeah, I think that was fine. We get more. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and then actually I have to check and see if I do have my 50 caliber. It's okay. I'll set up a little fort here quickly because I don't like the looks of those characters over there. So set up the tent. Let's check the weapons. Yep, we got it. Okay. Wanted to make sure. And it'll kind of be good to have this here anyway. Alright, here we go. I still don't have a ton of medics. I'm going to conserve that. Seems a waste to try this out on you, but that was weird. Looked like I fell into their den for a second. Come on, man, jump. There we go. Oh, one more thing I'm going to enable here, since we're collecting the nuked flora. So that would be on here. We're leaning on the glowing one. I'll take off long shot. I don't expect to use it a lot. I'm going to put on green thumb. That is going to duplicate everything I pick up in terms of the flora, at least. I wish I did. If you could get some way to duplicate the radiated fluids and the hardened mass and all the stuff that you get from killing things, that would be even better. Speaking of which, I gotta go back to that other mole rat. Check the carcass. Probably lost it already. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a bunch of time to look around. Let's just keep going. Hey Jamie, good morning. I'm doing okay. I'm apparently sick. So I ended up sleeping most of the day after our game yesterday. How are you feeling today? So the main things I need here are the ferns. The other stuff I'm sure has some useful purpose, but not for me, not right now. I need the ferns for the ultracite ammo. Let's direct my walk here a little bit. I'm not running into much. Okay, that is exactly the correct direction to go. Still getting irradiated pretty hard. hear any flapping. There we go. There's one. Thought it was a glowing one at first. I thought, brilliant, I get both bonuses, but no. Oh, well, maybe he'll be a glowing one. Woo! Well, I wanted to try it out. And let's get the medics going. Oh, you are a glowing one. Or not. Always better when you come down, man. That's not bad. Look how fast it's going down. Gonna get him to his first regen here pretty... Yep, there it goes. Nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, come on, show me your damage. What's going on? I don't like that it's not showing me the damage there. There we go. Makes me nervous. Look at that go. Legendary nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Stalker's pole. Whoop, whoop, what's getting me? A rat. And another legendary. What? Bugs and rats. Where are you going? How are we doing for ammo count? We're not too bad. We're doing okay. That's what he's getting ready to... Come on down. Let's get this over with. Never mind coming down, we'll just take you down in the air. Hey, what the huh? How you doing? Nice. Alright. That is a success. That is definitely worth the effort to go gather the ammo and all that. That's going to come in pretty handy. I hope it does just as well against the bots. Oh, hey Jamie, just saw your comment. No worries, man. Always good to have your company. Come as you're able. Alright, well, now we gotta find... It'd be nice to actually find some Scorch, because they're more likely to have... Oh, those guys will do. I can't run. Hello? Over here, please. How do I... Over here. Don't waste that ammo. Okay, let it build up. That guy's running away for some reason. Are they all running? Don't leave. Oh, everyone's at the party. That's what I like to see. And give it just a second and you're done. You're down. You're done. Now I collect your stuff. High radiation fluids. Brilliant. And what have you got for me? Ionized meat is not as, try harder next time, pal. Let's see. Ionized meat again. Glowing blood. I don't know. Oh. You didn't even try, man. Or unless I already Got your stuff. Blocking pin. Me as well. Not impressed. And that was a conqueror. A glowing mass. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. I can totally see why people would do this now. That is pretty astounding. The amount of damage that thing does. 2 hardened mass. So I probably got enough to make another batch of ammo, but we're done. This is going well, so we'll just keep looking around. Hydration fluids, thank you kindly. Now we're talking quality. And let's take care of that little problem with the radiation. Treat ourselves to some whiskey. Let's not eat any of the other stuff. Do I have 25. I have 3. So I don't have any diluted ones. So, all right. Full dose it is. Nothing else going on here. All right. Let's get reoriented here and head back to what's behind me. They seem to spawn quite a bit around the glass cavern, not surprisingly. It's a dead spot. We've got the fissures here. We have the caves down below that they seem to come out of. I only wish the ones in the cave, like I wish you could go into the glass cavern and the guys in there would also be irradiated. Oh, that's right. We have to gather some mushrooms. They have the irradiated flux, which is another one of the 3 separate things besides the ferns that you need to actually make the... So you need the extra stuff, the hardened mass, the irradiated fluids, and the pure flux. You need those just to purify the violet flux. Once it is... That's interesting. And you guys are hiding out inside, so you don't have any... Oh, no, you got ionized meat. Okay. Wow. You're carrying a lot of stuff. No, I really don't feel like I need... I grabbed the ionized meat. I can't remember if that's one of them or not. But anyway, you need all that other stuff just to... purify it. Then you can use the purified violet flux to make the ammo. I'm learning. Bit by bit. Big pile of guano. It ate a red scorpion. Apparently did not digest all the meat. That is awful. Swallowed it whole. So this has already been a good run. I've actually got way more than I usually come down here with. Let's go ahead and head over to the forest. And this can be a little risky. The stuff that tends to hang out in there, honestly, worries me more than the scorch beast. There's 1 or 2 times that I ran into like a couple glowing bears, and which I've had bad luck with bears. They can be awful. Anything? Well, if nothing else, there should be more mushrooms in here so we can get some more of the... not those kind, though. They have to be the glowing ones. Ooh. Suddenly I can't see. There's some. Yeah, I thought I heard something. Go on. Ionized meat. I don't think the ionized meat is used for anything. I'm just collecting it because I honestly can't remember. I'd rather not have to make another trip. So for these trips to be profitable, the idea is I have to come down and I'm obviously going to have to spend some ammo protecting myself. But for the trip to be profitable, we actually have to find quite a few, quite a bit of the nuked flora and that kind of thing so that we can make more ammo when we get back. Or basically make it so that we have more ammo at the end than we started with. Otherwise, this is going to diminish really quickly. We're going to run out of ammo and have to go in, not unarmed, just without the protection I'd prefer. Like that was cool. Orient again, so let's go kind of up and to the right. I had meant to go back towards the, what do you call it? The, none of the words will come. I keep wanting to say gully, and that is not it. You know, a little pit made by mining things. Chasm, no. My brain likes to mess with me. It's like, here's a list of words that might be correct. Hello. 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 There we go. Okay, how are we doing? Woo, we gotta take care of some basics here. Now we're ready. We're reloaded. Oh, you're not even a legendary. Me talking all tough now. Hold on. Hello? Hi. Give me your irradiated blood. Or I don't even know what I think what that is. Am I walking into a fissure? Don't walk into the fissures. Bad news. Good way to lose some power armor. Actually, I think you keep the power armor, but good way to lose a lot of other stuff. I was thinking about it kind of like it was in Fallout 4. If you went into water that was too deep where you didn't have a way to walk out, you could actually lose some armor. Like, there was no good way I knew without mods to get it back out of there. I don't even know if there's a mod to do it. Where are you going? Interesting now how easy it is to make them run. Boy, he's really taking off. He's like, nope, all done. I'd rather talk to you anyway. Oh, you're new. Don't often get cave cricket meat. I'm not turning that down. Am I using Ultracite armor? Yes, I am. And honestly, it protects me okay against the radiation. It's not quite as fancy as I would have hoped. Yeah, they're having issues. You're not. Ooh, a three-star legendary. He's trying to heal. It's not working. Another one? Are you kidding? Didn't I just get one of those? Ooh, hardened mass though. Good, good, good. Okay, we're almost at our ammo here. I've got more than enough supplies. Well, I got the experience. But I can't pick anything up. Alright, we're out. Let's set a marker on the map where our tent is. Oh, hey, we'll just do that. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Yeah, that's right. We gotta walk it out. So that should show up on my compass, but I'm also gonna move my marker. Not there. Come on, right, no. Yeah, good enough. Roughly, it's just easier to see. And we'll see if my tent marker shows up too. Oh, I think I read your comment, Ron. I think you asked if I was wearing the Ultracite armor. You said, am I using the ammo? Yes, I am. That is Ultracite ammo. That's kicking butt. There. That is outstanding. So I've got a couple of things going on now. It's the Ultracite ammo in the 50 caliber. And then I've also got that perk that does additional like 20 or more % damage extra against glowing enemies. And I've got all my heavy gun perks enabled, which I just kind of leave enabled all the time now. I haven't had a problem with carry limits. I suppose I could switch them out now, but I don't want to run into something on the way back and then have to go and try to swap out my perks again. So yeah, the Ultracite ammo so far pretty awesome. I'm curious to see when I go back. Okay. Let myself rest here for a sec. Curious to see, based on everything I gathered, how much flux I'm going to produce, and based on that flux then, how much more ammo I'm going to produce. I went in with about 1600, somewhere around there. So I'm hoping, oh yeah, we'll grab this too. May as well. I've actually got quite a bit of Ultracite at home. And it's pretty stable, right? It's not this. It's not. Well, it's pretty stable. It is stable. It's not like the Nuke Flora that'll spoil on you. It'll lose its special stuff. Yeah, we're getting lots of goodies this time. Where'd the other guy go, man? I hate it when I lose. That sounds right. I hate it when I lose a kill. It's true. I do. No, you're not a Blastberry. Come on. Fine, we'll harvest the Blastberry, and then... Yeah, see? Don't want to turn that down. Jump, and I miss. Can't walk fast enough to jump right now. So yeah, getting a little bit of a routine down here. So it looks like you go in, maybe head for the glassed cavern, because there's going to be a lot of stuff hanging out around that. Then you walk over to the forest, then back to the cavern, and home. I turned away from where I was supposed to walk. There's my tent. I am about as absent-minded as they come. I like this. It's like a bunch of little camps set up. Oh, is that a Wendigo? He said so calmly. Also one of you. Ooh. Okay, you're dead. Plan. Ultralight build. Okay, I'll take it. Nice. Whoop, whoop. You're the other one I got. Stim pack. Good. Yeah. Didn't have to use many stim packs or anything either. So when you get to level 50, you're going to start trying to build Ultracite armor. You can almost build half of it. Sweet. Nice. That's worth taking. Anyway, I was going to say what a nice little nice little camping spot this is, but it turns out the neighbors are garbage. Nice. Alright. Let's put the big old gun away. And anything I found that can go in there, we'll dump in there. Yeah, still over my limit. So weapons and that kind of thing I picked up. What did I get? A nocturnal pole hook. Look how much damage that does. That's kind of crazy. Alright, well, maybe I'll hang on to that just for kicks. It'll be a special occasion weapon. Plasma grenade, that's fine. And then a stalker's pole hook. If not in combat, 100% VATS accuracy. So basically, if I sidle up to someone and be like, hey, how's it going? And then initiate combat right away, then. But, you know, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. When most of the time, I get, you know, like, assassin spoons and stuff. I get really weird, lame, barely usable stuff. Or I'm just not seeing it. I'm like, no. Here's what that thing's good for. I'm just not seeing that, and I'm actually getting good stuff and just griping about it. I don't think I am. I think it stinks. I have no idea why I had that. I don't know if I picked that up off of someone. I'm not wearing it, obviously. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. That's why I'm actually overweight. Does I eat too much? No, the wrong kind of overweight. That's why I'm over encumbered. I'm going to say that from now on. I'm not overweight. I'm just over encumbered. Right leg, that. Yeah, I'm still carrying around all my armor. That's one thing I forgot to do. But it's kind of cool. I was able to fast travel while carrying all my armor. Actually, that means so I've actually dealt with the carry limit thing better than I had before. So that's good. Okay. How are we doing now? Still over encumbered. What is... Maybe it's just all the flux I picked up. Let's look under aid. Right here. Ah. Dookie. Whoop. Hey, I just had to come over and get a better look. I like the outfit. That's cool. Bye, Dookie. Alright, let's take off the armor for a minute. Okay. And so my Twitch specific chat is working now. I look up and I can see everything going on there. Turns out the other night I had misconfigured it. I forgot to change one value in the URL, and so I was watching, like, probably watching someone else's chat. So that explains why I was watching, like, a couple dozen people speaking Japanese. I'm actually really good at technology. I do it for a living. I just tend to bumble through the details a lot. But oh well. Okay, let's cook up everything that we got. So we got the brain. Oh, well, there's a wasted opportunity. Speaking of bumbling. Go to the perks, turn off Bloody Mess, put on Super Duper, and now we continue cooking. Yeah, the Ultracite armor, except for the initial shock at the reduced carry limit, has actually been decent. Like I was saying earlier, not quite as awesome as I would have hoped. I still have to carry a fair amount of RADaway. But in terms of damage protection, its overall durability, it's been good. It's been really solid. In fact, I'm curious to go back and see whether or not it needs repairs yet. And I'm guessing it's probably getting kind of close. But it hasn't. I haven't had to repair it at all yet. It's been brilliant. I think that's it. Okay, so we got the food prepped. It'd be nice to have the cooler down here. We can't do that. So, oh, I duped something else too. Nice. Well, how are we doing for food and water? We actually need a drink really badly. And this will help with the carry limit too. How many medics? 5. So I would not hurt to now especially heavy. Wouldn't hurt to go and try to find some more medics. I went on an errand run the other night and found a little more. Melee damage plus 10%. Anyway, we'll do that. How's that doing? Probably should have eaten that. Let's hand on to the Radstag and put the other stuff in here. Just gotta remember to put it in the cooler when I get home. Okay, so that duped. Ionized meat. What is that even used for? I don't know. Alright. 76. Wow. Man alive. 16, not bad. Where's the... There's some others. High radiation fluids. So this is probably going to be... This or the glowing mass might be the limit on what I can actually produce. I don't see the hardened mass here. Did I already put that in? Or it shows up somewhere else. Might show up under junk. I don't know what to make of that. That's a little concerning. Alright, well, let's lighten the load, get home. Oh, no, I don't need the light. Come on, man. I think there's one suit of armor that it has... The radiation protection isn't quite as good, but it has better overall damage protection. What do you call it? Damage reduction. And I think that's the X01 armor does that. Okay, so I'm good to fast travel. Let's head back and start manufacturing stuff. Picture me waiting for a noob. Trying to offer them some stim packs, instead scaring them away. Apparently that's just how my turrets say hi. Every single time. Good. And we'll leave the last one. That should be plenty. Alright. Let's unload this. Check for damage. How are we doing? Barely scratched still. It's not going down so far as I can tell. Brilliant. Alright. Be nice if you could leave it there, but you can't. It's at least not as much of a pain to find it in my stuff now, since I figured out how to rename the chassis, so that's good. Okay. And let's check all the other things. So just in case, so green thumb, we don't need it again for right now. Take that off, and I think it was... That was long shot I took off? Yeah. We've got Super Duper on. I'm going to put on Ammo Smith, because I'm planning on building some of that. I don't think I need anything else. Could do Chemist, just in case it matters. I don't think it does, but I think that's only for working with chems. Okay. Let's go ahead and craft. Go down to Flora. What do we got? Okay, so there's the hard... Could not find the hardened mass in my stuff. I don't know where to look. Glowing mass is what's limiting us. We'll be able to do 4 batches. That's not so bad, though. That's still pretty good. Hopefully we'll dupe 1 or 2. Uh-oh. Come on, man. Give me a dupe. There we go. We got one. I'll take it. Not as much as I was hoping for, but good enough. We'll take it. Everything okay down there? Who's visiting? Oh. Well, hopefully you find some good stuff. Here. Let's go down. Hey there. Gonna drop a few stim packs behind you. And we'll drop 3. Yep, drop it. Have a good one. All right. Get to making the ammo. And what am I missing? Lead. That's a surprise. So we have 5 pure violet. So we're easily going to make back the ammo that I spent in that mission plus some. Take. I just gotta go find some lead. Let's go on a lead quest. Alright. Swapping perks again. That's what we do. And let's put on Pharmacist. What else? Where's the... Did I leave that one on? Oh, I do have it on there. Okay, so what am I missing? Oh, just the plumber one. Put Action Girl back on. And take off Super Duper. Put on Bloody Mess. Okay, so there's that glow sight. Yeah, so deal plus 20% damage to glowing enemies. That is a good general purpose one to leave on there. So in this game, you never use scopes, but in Fallout 4, you always have a scope gun with me. Interesting. That I'm kind of curious why. Like I kind of wish that. It seems like there was something that was a little different in the way scopes worked in 4. I can't think of it offhand. But no, I've got quite a few guns that have scopes on them. They're still like a basic thing for me. Like the Gauss rifle, I would not want to use one of those without a scope on it personally. Personal preference. Oh, hey, before I forget, let's take all the meat that I found and put it in the cooler. That's fun. Oh, we're getting it out, Ken. Come on, man. That's in the cooler. All right. Oh, inert flux. So I think that's what all the nuked flora turns into when it's no good anymore. So... nothing I can do about that right now. Grab what you can. So there's the cave cricket. There's the brain. There was Scorch Beast Heart was the other one, I think. Yeah. Anything else? I think that'll probably do. I never use recipes. I don't know why I'm keeping sugar and that kind of thing in there. I guess I should actually try it sometime. Okay. And then this very conveniently limits it down to just what you need to see. Just the things that can go in the cooler. You can't put ionized meat in there. That's fine. What is ionized? There's got to be used for ionized meat. Let me make a note. I'm going to go look that up later. You find enough of it. I haven't seen anything that you can actually do with it. Use it to bait traps or something? Okay, and then, before I leave, I should also put on armor, right? So there's that. That one's getting a little tougher to remember which things are my basic suit. So I need to start renaming things. Hey, look at that. A Confederate uniform. Funny. You just talked about that the other day. I don't know where that thing came from either. That's weird. Too funny. Exterminator's robot right arm. Is that the one I was using? We'll grab it. I can't remember. This is no good. So I'm going to rename stuff just so I don't have to go through this every time. Because I'm carrying around some that's a maybe. Maybe I want to use it at some point. I've also got a Union uniform. We can get a... we can do some reenactment. Civil War reenactment right here. Ultralight. So that's the usual right arm I use. And yeah, I'm not using Trail Warden right now. I'm using that leaded, etc. And there's my left arm. Okay, so let's see. We've got the chest piece, which I put back because I'm not using that right now. I've got the left leg, the right leg, the left arm, the right arm, a couple right arms. So that does 13. 22. Yeah, we'll put that one back. I don't know why I'm keeping that one. Okay. I'll try that out. Left leg, right leg, left arm, right arm, chest piece. And then I also need my backpack. That's one thing I forgot. Uniform, no. Not sure why it's really weird, but scopes feel different in this game. I guess it's because the game automatically saves, you don't need to worry about dying and losing progress. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pin down. I kind of know what you're talking about, just like I was saying. To me, like, couldn't put my finger on it. They do feel different in this game to me, too. I think part of it is, so the scopes would add a fairly insane amount of accuracy to guns in Fallout 4, to the point where VATS was just like, never mind, you're going to hit virtually every time. In this, not so much. Alright, we're off to find some lead. And I broke my leg. That was not really what I meant to do. But we'll do it anyway. And I will say, so now having played on the Xbox a little bit more, VATS is not as busted. That's not the thing to do, to say hi. Oh, it's that same person, okay. Thought I saw level 5. What else do we got? Dirty water. No thanks. Probably not a lot of lead in there, I'm guessing. Yeah, I used up all my lead. I actually had a pretty good supply. I used most of it up in making all my replenishing all my basic ammo yesterday or the day before. Had to be the day before because I actually did not play beyond our Xbox game yesterday. I played for a little bit. I got something to eat, and then I went and crashed pretty much the rest of the day. That is the definition of overkill. There we go. And so I'm noticing too, like there's been twice, I think, that I've actually found the lead, you know, the weights and stuff that you find in the exercise room there, over and over and over now, both there and also the next place I'm going. The lead's been gone. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not ever coming back. It's not great. I'll do 2 hops. I'm going to be a cheapskate today. Alright, and then one more. So I've been up here. Normally there's a really good stash of lead out in the yard. You just go and collect a bunch of weights, and there's all the crafting benches there where you can just, you know, grab the lead, produce your ammo right there. And it's just been gone. Like that's my main It's been my main supply of lead, because it's been pretty reliable for that. Now, not so much. So we'll take a view from up here. If the lead isn't there, we're just going to have to go around, do it the old-fashioned way, and either buy it off of someone, which I don't think is going to happen, or go around look for it from other sources, which is slower than I'd like, but not much else I can do.
It's time for today's security round.
So we look down, and yeah, it's gone. Nothing there. So we'll take out a few super mutants to vent our frustration at the absence of lead. Anyone else? Oh, come on. And you also barely use VATS in any Fallout other than to find enemies, but this Fallout use VATS almost every battle you're in, yeah. There are a couple more. Chased him out of the woodwork. And take a guess, pal. Yeah, because of the glitches in VATS on the PC one, it's really best for finding, for like you're describing. You can use it to locate people, locate enemies, but that delay just kills you. That thing where if you try doing it too quick, it missed targets. So again, a little bummed. Oh, it's not even targeting that. There we go. That worked. That was weird. I'd rather see ticks here, because with ticks you can get the tick blood, which I can use to make blood packs, which I can use to make stim packs. And they kind of go in waves too. There'll be, every once in a while, we'll get ticks just about every time. And then they disappear for a while. Switch to something a little faster. Alright, medics? No. No diluted, thank you. Medics, straight up, I will take. Lead. No, I don't want to see the paper. Give me the pencil. Medics, there we go. And we'll just start gathering stuff up. I can set up a tent outside, drop it off. Anything else there? I'll go ahead and gather their weapons. We'll just do a general supply run here. Scrap all their weapons, get a load of steel. Oh, blood pack. Good. Good. Get gears from the adjustable wrench. Someone will want to buy that. Lead. You get lead from combination wrenches, which I did not know for a long time, but you do. So bit by bit. Oh, we're on side. Come on. There we go. And what's that? I'm going to go ahead and take the diluted radix, just because so often... Daddy-o. Yeah, we'll try it. So often, like, it feels like I'm wasting taking a full rat away, when I'm just trying to make sure that I don't surprise myself and let it drop too much while I'm not looking. Anyone up here? There it is. Take the guns. It sounds like I'm getting hurt. I'm really not. Just barely. Nothing to worry about. Leave some of your parts on the roof, please. Need to collect your gear. So we should be good for steel for a while after doing this. Hey, another blood pack. Cool. So that's at least 4 more stim packs I can make. We got more medics. Good. Turned out to be a good general supply run. Again, I'd like to see more lead, but we'll get what we can. I'm already overburdened. I can't run. Not a ranged weapon. There were 3 of you. There we go. So it turns out a lot of the toys have lead in them, which I knew for a long time. What I didn't know is that even the wooden blocks, apparently from the paint, are also a decent source of lead. So you find some piled up somewhere, grab them all. Does the radiation take away max health in Fallout 4? It does. Yeah, you get that same red bar at the top of your meter where it limits your ability to recover all the way. Oop. Where'd you go? Oh, you guys normally don't hide over there. So the only reason I'm grabbing absolutely everything too. Hey, nice. What is that, 3 so far? Is I've still got that infinite scrap storage as part of the Fallout First thing. So at some point, if I decide not to do that, I'm going to have to go through and pick and choose. But right now, it's like, you never know what you might need. Just grab it all, dump it. Always tough to sort out their bits when they all explode. Okay, so that's probably good. Then I'll probably have to enable my lock-picking perk here. What is that, a level? Oh, it's just open. Someone else was here, which means we're probably going to be missing some stuff too, but that's okay. Recipes, there's some cloth, some more lead. Burnt books, so far as I can tell, do nothing. My wife used to collect them while she was playing, because you used to be able to sell them for a cap each. So it was a way to raise pocket change, basically. Not some. I think they actually got rid of that though, so I don't think that's a thing anymore. Yeah. No, I don't need the dirty water. Thanks. Just about done here. All good. It's probably good enough. Alright, well, let's just head over here. We'll put on the scrapper part, because I can just scrap the guns here, too. Alright, carefully now. So each one there I'm getting 8 steel. Bunch of other stuff. Each of those getting 9. It adds up really quick. And I'm kind of surprised. Every once in a while, I will scrap one of these basic guns and I'll still find a new plan, a new get the ability to make another mod. Not something I'm probably going to use, but just goes to show how long it takes to find all of them. Okay, so there's that. We're under our carry limit now. And sounds like there are a few scorch running around still. We don't need to get all of them. They're not really the point here. Put license plumber back on. We'll go set up our tent and drop everything off. You sound really close. Where are you? Well, that's interesting. This is one of the first places I lived, and I'd see those things up there quite a bit. I never did really... Like, I used to take pot shots at them and stuff, but I never really did find a way to get them to engage or get them to drop anything. So in Fallout 3 in New Vegas, there's a different meter for radiation. When you get to 1,000 or so, then you died. Makes sense. But it didn't actually affect your max health, huh? I'm going to set up the tent right here on the road. Drop it all off and then move on. And the other place we're going to hit, I think... let's actually hit the fairgrounds. There's sometimes a lot of toys there, and again, since we're looking for lead, that'll probably be a good place to pick some up. I'm really kind of bummed I've not been able to find the big lead caches that I used to use for, man, must be a couple of weeks now. I have no idea why they aren't regenerating. And it isn't just that other people are picking it up either, because I'm finding the same thing on the private server. I thought I was going to be all clever and go into the private server and just server hop over and over again and get myself just a huge stash of lead. There was none. Anywhere. Like, I probably hopped 3 times and then, gave up. You can sometimes get a chain reaction going with the cars here. We'll leave that alone today, though. Or not. And apparently that one's not going to blow up. That one will, but it's not near anything. What about that one? We'll get a couple of them going. See how many we can get to blow up in the background while we're going through and cleaning out the place. Oh, and we hit someone with that one too. Cool. Here's someone skulking around. There you are. Alright, here we go. Lead and screws and aluminum, I think. Lots of good stuff in those. Man, that's about as many as I've ever seen in one spot. That was a really good haul. Yep, I'll wait for you to open the gate, and then we'll kill you. Wooden block. Don't want the shotgun shells. We'll take the shotgun and scrap it. More over here. Sweet. I don't know if the bears actually have anything in them. We'll check. That's probably good enough here. Probably best to move on. Oh no, there are points that did damage. When you got to them, you think it would lower the special stats. I thought I just got hit by someone else. But you're not 100% sure about that because you always healed your radiation before then. Yeah, probably did move. Stim pack. I'll take it. Whoa. Well, between all the stim packs I'm finding and being able to make quite a few of my own, I'm not going to have to worry about those for a while, which is nice. Yeah, all things combined, the much better armor, now with the prime 50 cal gun. Grab it right away. Oh, there you are. Woo! Hey, Speedy. Nice move. Anyway, everything combined, the fact that, you know, I'm not taking nearly as much damage because with the better gun, better ammo, I'm just not, you know, not getting shot nearly as much. Kill the enemy faster, get shot less. That's how it works. Oh, accidentally picked up shotgun shells. Anyway, yeah, all told, finally feel like I'm kind of hitting my stride here. Get to that point that, like in Fallout 4, it might take, oh, I don't know, 30, 40 levels or so to get to the point where you feel kind of, maybe not unstoppable, but you at least, you know, feel like you have a little bit more free run of the map. Here, man, there's still things that just absolutely freak me out. Really? Don't want the board. I'll be with you in just a moment, sir. All right. Oh, a little too close that time. I don't know what, like I said before, I just really like setting off the chain reactions. It's a lot of fun. Downside is no workbench. Now I gotta hoof it up to the next spot. That's okay. It's not too far. And we'll probably meet some nice people along the way. Or I could dump all my... We could do this. Because this is already a little too quiet for me. So there's that. I was going to say that's probably not enough to actually take care of the full issue here. Fallout 4 also started the ability of equipping a throwable and a gun at the same time. Oh, really? So you had to like switch back and forth before? Like in one sense, you know, it kind of makes physical sense, but yeah, having gotten used to just being able to carry both all the time, that would kind of drive me nuts. Where'd your friend go? Oh, I lost him. Oh. Why not? Oh, I see. I'm like, what was the Scorched doing carrying that? Wasn't the Scorched. Although you'd figure the Scorched would actually like chili. Wah, wah, wah. How close are we? We're about halfway there. See, there's another player up here too. Maybe they will have... Is that... Oh, weird. It showed like we were halfway there on the map, but... No, that's... I'm getting weirded out here. So... This is someone's... camp. Maybe they will have a workbench. Excellent. Oh. Okay. Do I still have the scrapper enabled? I don't. We'll do that. Weapons. Pistol. That's what we wanted to hear. Yeah, you can see I haven't scrapped that many laser pistols or anything. Probably should, again, just to see, you know, get to the point where I can try maybe getting one that suits me a little better. Let's see. Somewhere in here. Do that, and then drop that. Where is it? There we go. And again. There you go. And we don't want to put the scrap in there. I'm trying to put all the scrap in the that special infinite scrap container. So yeah, you need to pull out the grenade or whatever to throw it, but you liked it better because you could actually see yourself pulling the pin on a grenade or lighting a fuse. Oh, fun. Yeah, that was one thing in the little teeny bit that I've watched in Fallout 3 so far, is it did seem to be a lot more cinematic. Like when you use certain weapons, there was always that little, like, not always, but there are a lot of them that seem to have a little, like, setup animation or something. You know, there was a little bit more drama involved in everything. Which Fallout 4 had some of that. I don't think it had nearly as much. And then there was, you know, in 76, there's the problem that if you do that, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed a lot more because you don't have arbitrary control over the timeline. Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't look right. That's spooky. We'll just leave him there. It's not letting me set up my scrap bin. So we'll have to go through and just gather up a bunch more stuff and be over encumbered and deal with it. Okay. We'll snipe a little first. That's a skeleton. I expected that to be a super mutant up there. Oh, there he is. One. Right in the face. I don't have the chameleon perk anymore, so I have to be a little more, I don't know about careful, but a little more aware of the fact that it's a whole lot easier for them to see me now. I hear you. Their vets worked. Saw someone moving around in there. Where'd they go? There we go. Would normally expect to see two up here, and I heard.
Let's play, little human.
Invisible super mutant? He's probably upstairs, but I swear I did not see him up. Whoop, and didn't see him up there.
Now I angry.
Angry super mutant ghost. That's bizarre. Angry super mutant ghost with a gun. He's got to be down here somewhere. Is he like trapped under the building? He is. I liked you better when you were a ghost. There we go. Yeah, let's hope I can get back out now. Crud. Come on. There we go. Tight fit. I think it's funny because when you go to put holotapes in your Pit Boy in this game, the panel doesn't open and your guy doesn't have a tape in his hand. It's like a continuation there. Nah. I guess I'll take this off. So this is always kind of fun. Whoa! That's not fun at all. I'm going to sit here very quietly while and hope they don't come down. There we go. I didn't have my Windows button locked. Setting off a small nuclear detonation in a very close quarters. Oh, someone survived. Oh, you were outside. Okay. Getting close to leveling up again. That's cool. And need a drink. What do we want to have for a drink? How about... not blood packs. Just get rid of that. I don't have any other... I don't have any vodka or anything, though. Okay, water it is.
Never leave here alive.
Pretending to put a tape in is talking to himself in different voices. That's fun. I like that idea too, you know, someone who's like desperate for human contact out in the wasteland. Making up different characters. That's good. Hey. Right in the shin. Oh, that's interesting. Excuse me, I hit him in the shin, and he actually had a broken tibia. Nah.
Oh, let's play, little human.
We are set for fusion cores now. Out on the roof? Where are you? Lure weed. I failed a quest I wasn't on. Oh, well. And it might sound weird, but in Fallout New Vegas, you don't start in a vault. Really? Molotov Bang would like me to join the team. Who's Molotov Bang? No, it's not. To see if it was anyone I'd talked to. Monkey Rump. It'd be nice if you could, like, if someone wants you to join a team, like, see where they are on the map. Boy, a lot of new folks coming in today. So, I need to be better about this. I should probably have streams dedicated to the idea of trying to team up with people. Oh, yeah, see, it doesn't wait very long. You know, I've talked about how one of the reasons I do this is kind of like, you know, social contact. And that's true. I don't know why. Doing team stuff with someone I don't know, I'm waiting for them to try to pull something. It's not, I guess I'm kind of cynical about the whole thing, which I shouldn't be. The last time I actually accepted a team invitation, it looks like they aren't even on this server, so... Hey, Molotov Bang, if you are out there and you're seeing the stream, let's maybe talk about arranging a time to team up. I got some work to do, can't just go off on quests right now. Probably not listening, but you know.
Little baby scared?
I don't know. Is little baby scared? Little baby should be. So I know you can use bone in some recipes, which is disgusting, but you can. But you should kind of make that a theme in terms of the role-playing thing. Have a little bakery, like have vending machines that sell goods made entirely from recipes that include body parts and bones from super mutants and that kind of thing. That's not creepy. Alright. Yeah, still. Let's go check out, see if we can, I think there's a weapons bench. Did I do that? No, I didn't. In here, was it? Around the corner. No, that's an armor bench. There is a weapons bench around. You're a courier that is trying to bring the platinum chip to a guy named Mr. House. But when you're walking, you get shot in the head by a guy named Benny, better known as... Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I actually heard that he was in one of the games. I think my son told me. That's kind of fun. It'd be really surreal, though. Going, playing Fallout, and the last thing you expect to hear is Chandler Bing coming over the radio. Oh, that's right. That's right. The weapons bench is in the bigger, like the... whatever this building is called. Not this one, but the one behind it, actually. We'll go through here to get there. So, in terms of ideas for future Fallout, my, this whole thing where I'd like to see things that require team play for building, not just combat. One of them would be having places like this as team workshops where it takes multiple people to get them up and running, but then you have a facility that can actually produce... Like in this case, you'd be producing wood, right? Or you could convert it over, maybe produce something else. Okay, let's go ahead and do some scrapping again. Scrap all the junk. Go to weapons and leave that one alone. Didn't switch out my perk. I'm okay with that. Okay, now we're under our weight limit. Or did I ever switch it back? Oh, I've still got it enabled. I don't have the other one, the pipe gun one. That's fine. You know what? I'm just going to leave Scrapper there. I don't think the other one is actually doing a whole lot for me. And that way I don't have to go through the inconvenience of swapping back and forth all the time as I'm taking care of weapons. That'll be good. You can take the banjo. Huh. We'll leave the banjo for someone else. Alright, let's get back home, load everything into the bin, and see if we can finally make that ultracite ammo. And then once we do, so I accidentally, for people who didn't see the start of the stream, I meant to locate the next Silo Alpha code piece. I accidentally did a nuclear key card, and it won't let you do more than one at a time, so now I've got to go find that key card, then we can start getting the codes again. Yes, grab the purified water. There we go. Okay. So we have actually a bunch of stuff to make. Oh, let me go down here real quick. Put one of these down here. Someone shot it, apparently. Come on. Okay, now it's not letting me change back. There we go. Apparently I need to put some guns around this. That's fine. Scrap and store. Why Why is it only showing those things? That's weird. I'm just going to ignore that for right now. Did I inadvertently put a bunch of junk in here? No. Although I can scrap that if I want. Bleached dogwood. Weird. Bulk copper. Huh. So some of the stuff I'm meaning to keep in here, but a bunch of stuff in there I should probably get rid of. Let's ignore that for right now. Okay. Take out Bloody Mess and put it on that duper. We already have the scrapper on. We're going to make ammo. So let's take care of that. Put Ammo Smith on. And, oh, one more. Because we're also going to make some stim packs. So, we actually are not going to need that. I've got all the gun scraps, so we'll put Chemiston in its place. Okay. Let's do some crafting. Let's go to... Do I have anything else under, like, Newt Flora? No, I didn't think so. Utility smelting. I should have some Ultracite. Oh, I need one more. I only grabbed 4. I'm like, what do you mean I can't? Oh, okay. What do we have? 2 blood packs, so 2 tries. Nope. There we go. 6 more. Awesome. Okay. We'll leave Chemist on for right now. I've just got to go over here and see how much lead we have for making that Ultracite ammo. What do we got? So we only have enough for 2 batches. Man, that was a lot of work for that. Okay, we'll do what we can. We've got enough flux. I don't know. I think the pure... You would hope that the pure violet flux wouldn't destabilize. That you wouldn't lose that. I don't know offhand. Let's make what we can. And that duped it. So there's 700, 720 right there. Okay, so we need more lead. I'm going to focus on that right now, because again, without doing research, I don't know. I would hope, I would really hope, that the refined flux would not destabilize. Okay, well, I'm going to break my leg again. Yep. I was going to go, it'd be silly to go check the hotel again. We've already checked that. There isn't any there. What's another good source of lead? Could head down here. I mean, that's going to mainly be steel and that kind of thing. I can't think of anything down there. So lead, the main thing I think of for lead are going to be obviously the weights, combination wrenches and that sort of thing. Toys. And we've hit all the spots I know to get that. So the only other thing to do then is to look for someone selling it. Like we could hit one of the train stations and see what they have. And at this point, I probably had... Yeah, I've got enough caps that I'm getting kind of low compared to where I usually am, but I've got enough I could spend a little if it'll save time. See what we can find. Bleached dogwood is used for the water filters. Oh, okay. I did not know. Either I never knew that, or it's been... No, or not. Good. Do I have... No, I don't think I have any of the legendaries I want to scrap right now. Give me lead.
Stop up while you can.
Trade. We'll try again. There we go. Yeah, nothing. Nothing, and what they have is always overpriced. Let's see. Yep, I guess we'll try here. We'll just go through the town. It's another space I usually use just for a resource run. I could always go down to one of the which place is that? Poseidon. Poseidon has a lead vein that you can put a harvester on. The problem being that's also where you can try to set up your, to manufacture fusion cores, which makes it a very popular spot. A little too popular for my liking. Not sure what we're going to run into up here. Ghouls. So there's very likely a Wendigo over there too. Or, just lots and lots of ghouls. There he is. He's done. That 20% damage against glowing things is brilliant. That's paying off. It's a 1-point card, too. The workshop on the left edge of the Super Mutant Lake has a lead vein. Oh, hey, cool. Okay. I will take a look at that in just a sec here. I'm not going to gather guns this time. Like, if I don't find... I'll gather ammo. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. I know I killed him. Where'd he go? Oh, you weren't the legendary. Who is the legendary? Huh. Combination wrench. Zealot's wood left leg. We'll just scrap it right away. And then I will take a look at the map to see the spot you're referring to. Maybe we'll just head on over there. Here's someone coming up. Another player? Yeah, there's another player here. Okay, so let's see. Workshop on the left edge of the Super Mutant Lake. Not Wade Airport. This, Lakeside Cabins, has lead. Let's do it. We'll start at New Dad. We'll walk up there. Thanks for the tip. Always appreciated. I have a heck of a time keeping all this in my head. So, always appreciate the guidance. And yeah, we'll just go. We'll get that running. Maybe we'll get it running, then go down. Go pick on New Dad, and then go back and see how much we've generated. Chickens. Man, it's funny to think back when this was a significant challenge when you're just starting out. I remember coming here for the first time and just feeling absolutely overwhelmed by the super mutants that showed up. No one around yet. I'll wait for it to do its thing, then I can set up the turrets. And this one is lead. Cool. There we go. Go down to resources. Office couches. Hey, I don't think I had that one. There we go. Overkill? How many of these do we want to set up? You started using it, but then noticed the vein where your camp is now and thought it would be easier and more reliable to just move your camp. Yep. No, that's a good idea. That's going. All right. There's something wandering around again. Ah, another player again. Well, hopefully this goes okay. We'll see. Before I forget. Not much protection, but just to hopefully dissuade people. And hop out, do a perk swap. They're not much, but they'll have to do. Level 30 something. They shouldn't try to cause too much trouble. There's Molotov Bang again. That's the other thing you need to look up, is to see if that behavior where turrets just start attacking one another, if that's just a consequence of like low quality turrets, or if it's a bug, or what the deal is. Come on. Oh, almost. There. Another one over here. I'll have to look up Molotov Bang. See who they are.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what's up?
I was just wondering, would you happen to have plans to build a lever-action rifle?
Plans for a lever-action rifle. I don't think so, but let me check.
Yeah, I've been looking for them for a while, so I thought I'd just ask.
Thanks kindly. Alright. Crafting doors, my stash boxes. Oh, nope. Out. Grab it. There. Plans. Not a lot. What do I have in my inventory? Plan. Lever action. Nope, sorry, I got nothing right now.
Eh, darn. Oh well.
Good luck.
Oh, quick thing, just because I had to get off, so that was why I was asking. I control the dump right now, so the dump's about to be unowned.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
So if you want to go have the dump, the aluminum and the junk are being mined.
Oh, okay. No, I appreciate
So
it.
I'm going to harvest them and get off, so they're all built if you want to go claim that.
All right. Sounds cool. say? Okay. We'll try to do more of that too. Seems like a nice guy. This is going to take a while. Let's make the Tinker's Bench. Nice. Oh, you think it's just a bug? Yeah, probably. I know. See, I'm all... That's the optimist in me. I'm like, maybe it's a feature. Maybe if I just find a way to upgrade my turrets, they won't, like, start going insane and killing one another in my house. But, yeah, not likely. Resources, shells, etc., etc., etc. Where's... Did I go by crafting? Crafting. There we go. Tinker's Bench. Set that up there. And I'm not sure how far away I am on the lead, so let's just take a look here. I'm not going to try to actually craft anything, but whoops. I'm going to ultracite ammo. And what do we need? 15. We're at 9, so 6 more to the next batch. Okay. That's not so bad, really. Could be much, much worse. In the meantime, we'll leave that to do its thing. And, you know, as we're going around, I'll look for a lever action plan for Celibate. Honey, I'm home. There's no one here. Oh! May as well. Someone has already killed all my scorched. I hear someone who's not deaded yet. Hello. Try not to join random people's teams because the last time we did, 3 level 200 guys teleported into your camp and left the team and destroyed your camp. Man, I worry about the same thing, honestly. And I'm kind of accepting that that might happen, right? Like, that's just a possibility. And that's the exact same place I am. That's why, you know, when I get a random person joining or wanting to join, it's kind of like, well, maybe. So the guy just showed up. We have a scrap, just a little bit. Like, I don't know the guy. We have a little bit of evidence that he's looking to play a different kind of game, so we'll give it a shot. We'll take the risk. But also, man, I feel bad just because it seems like you run into like the worst people in the game. And if I'm honest, yeah, I'll admit I'm a little biased. I really suspect there's a little bit of a platform bias there. Having played on all 3 platforms, I've had more over-aggressive experiences on Xbox than I have on any other platform, easily. I have no idea safety. I was like, wait a minute, I think I have that. Yeah, nothing interesting. I mean, even like when we were playing yesterday, and there was that guy who, the level 90, whatever, whoever it was, who initiated a trade only to then try to, like, grab a bunch of stuff. Ow. And then proceeded to try to get you by blowing up cars and I can count the number of those experiences I've had on PC on one hand. I wouldn't even need all the fingers. Peekaboo. You too. Which is kind of unfortunate if you really think about it. The idea that like an entire platform could be sort of biased towards over aggressive. It's not just over aggressive, because not all aggression is bad, right? It's not the aggression. It's the aggression in a system that actually gives you a choice as to whether you're going to play like a jerk or not. But again, like I was saying, with the Wastelanders coming out, they've basically kind of green-lighted that kind of behavior a little bit. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's obviously some people want to play that way, and it is part of the lore. But they've given you now a very clear, predefined role to step into if that's how you want to play. You want to be a raider, then that's cool. You can be a raider now. I just hope it doesn't increase that kind of behavior to the point where it makes basic gameplay tough. And that's really the problem, is that with raiders, you still maintain a certain level of control over how you engage. Because, you don't want to deal with high-level raiders, don't go into certain areas. The fact that people can play as raiders and wander out of there, basically go wherever they want, that's trouble. That means that even for low-level, players, trouble can very easily come to them. And that sucks. Which is another reason I still think they should bring back survival mode. Survival mode with, I don't know if Hotplate has lit or not. Survival mode with raiders, I think would work great. Because then you go into it knowing that people are going to be after you. Hey, look, another one of those. No thanks. It just changes things. Crystal outcropping. Nah. If there are any more down there, I could probably hit them from here. Might be able to. But anyway, yeah, what you were describing is the exact reason that I get a little leery of, when I see that random invite and they're kind of persistent about it. Maybe we'll find some over there. Not much at all. No. I used to, in the other game, I used to save up the comfy pillows just because it was like the only way that you could get a decent looking, like just to set up in my camp. I had a really cool place set up in the, what was it? There's that one expansion that had to do with robots in Fallout 4. And there was one that let you just build them as companions, and then there's the story that went along with them too. No, that's okay. And so anyway, the story mode, you could get this factory and use it as a I keep wanting to say camp or workshop, a settlement. Flipping each other off. Oh, let's see. Right before we started playing, you were playing Red Dead Redemption online with some random guy. Started acting nice to each other, and then we both slowly started getting aggressive, from dancing to flipping each other off. Then you started talking to each other. We started running around killing random NPCs and hitting each other in the face with hammers. So, well, yeah, see, that's okay. It's aggressive, but that's not bad. Like, clearly, you're both kind of setting the rules there. Sorry, just the image. Like, okay, we're doing it around, kill random NPCs and hit one another in the face with hammers. Okay, it's a thing. Not how I'd spend a Saturday, but you know. Oh, funny. Yeah, sometimes I think I take this too seriously. I need to lighten up a little bit. That sounds good. All right. I'm paranoid. I'm going back out. Did I really? I was just talking. So did I really? Yeah, I've got the ammo smith. I got the super duper. Got the scrapper. We're set. We're going to do another batch. Ultracite ammo. See, I've only got the 45s and the 50s. I want to know if you can do like 10 millimeter ultracite ammo and that kind of thing, because that would be outstanding. That would kick butt. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Not really. Maybe I should have crossed my fingers. Still, we're getting there. Like, if I look at my ammo stash. Yep. So so it's basically paid for itself already. That whole trip, going down, getting more of the flux and all the other stuff. That's easily paid for itself in ammo. So anything I get now is profit on that trip, basically. And to do that, I'm just going to leave. Frankly, right now, given I'm in a low-level area, I'm just going to leave the other perks there. Nope. Go down here. So we need 15 lead. We have 2 more violet flux. Plenty of ultracite. So, yeah. No, that's good. We need 30 lead. 30 lead, and the game's being stingy about stuff. I don't know why. Set up our base of operations here. And let's set up one of the other stash boxes. One of these. Scrap and store the stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. See, there's a mentality like you're describing this. That's just how some people play games. The only problem for me is that was always just completely alien. Like, it's not bad. I'm just saying, it didn't register with me for whatever reason. My brain does not speak that language. Pumpkin pie. Bet that's one of the things made of bone. I think it was actually s'mores, because s'mores, there's part of the, you have to make marshmallows for it, and the marshmallows require bone meal or something. Yeah, nothing. Oh well. Where else to go nearby? Where again I can get some lead. I could head into one of the medical center or something. Just because there will be a lot of stuff to pick up in there. Let's try and go through the Capitol building. Let's see what we find. You're both laughing, having a really fun time, teamed up against a group of police in town at really high bounties. Oh, it sounds fun. There we go. That's some lead. Yeah. Oh, what's a high-level guy like you doing here? Apparently, just because I'm here now, we all get high level. Whoop! That's I've got the wrong gun out. Let's grab a different one. Since I'm a little taken aback here. Holy cow! Holy cow is right. Wow, not what I expected. I'm like, oh, there are going to be low-level things in here. No big deal. Thing is, I don't want to use up this ammo. We're not using this. I'm not sure it helped that much anyway. We're going to have to be a little bit more judicious about how we do things here. Well, that was a surprise. I hear you again. I'm going to die over and over again, aren't I? Whoops. Now it's more of a fair fight. This is interesting. I did not realize that this spot, of all places, would generate such high-level enemies. I mean, even considering that, yeah, I'm triggering it because I'm high level, but it's an area that you're going to get a lot of lower-level people in here, too. Oof. Well, keep this in mind. This actually be a good way to just kind of harvest experience, too. Plasma cartridges. We'll sell those. Yeah, I actually think it's really good to be able, like you're talking about, to play like that. That's something that's really tough for me, for a lot of different reasons. I am, like, decidedly serious all the time. Which is, you know, it's just my nature. Just the way my brain is wired. That was bizarre looking. He, like, kind of crawled through the floor at first. I can hear them coming from multiple directions. I'm going to get down to a safe, kind of a known spot here. Check rooms for stairs to make sure they aren't coming down from the sides, too. Oh, there we go. Yep, they see me. Scooch. There we go. Basically, it would be really good to be able to chill, for me to be able to chill a little bit. But it is tough when it is kind of wired into your personality. You hear all sorts of people coming down to say hi again. Make sure we don't get swarmed, whatever, again. Oh, there's one. Apparently he sees me. Ah. Okay, we're getting out of here again. What do I have in slot 4? Oh, I forgot about you. Load. Are you reloaded? Ashley, do the reloading. Whew. Hey, special level 111. Number that has much historical and cultural significance in the Fallout games. And I'm apparently thirsty. Let's deal with that too. I was going to say that grilled red steak's probably going to go bad pretty soon, so we'll just take care of that here now. Man, this is a serious spot when you get a relatively high-level person in here. You gotta watch yourself. See, I would love to get the Ultracite ammo for this thing, too. Look at all of them. I'm about to run out here. Nowhere. Go on. Boy, he would not go down. Okay, see if we can get a good vantage point. Oh, this is not it, though. Honestly, not finding a lot of what I came here for either. Whew. No. Sounded like there was someone walking around in there. definitely unnerving to hear them stomping around in the background there. That is a terrible sound. It's the only thing about that light machine gun. Boy, does the ammo quick. It's one way to do it. That's just fine. I can deal with a little bit of a few rads.
No, I'm fine.
Rads are not a big deal compared to being swarmed by a bunch of ghouls. When your brother plays Red Dead Redemption online with you, sometimes you get a little carried away with attacking random online guys. But if the person we attack's horse gets knocked down, or I'll wait for the rest there. Just empty. Oh, that's actual bourbon. There we go. This probably just goes up to the roof. Yeah. Well, I feel like I may have dealt with most of the issues here in terms of random ghouls running around, so that's good. But I'd like to get to the other section of the building. Where I think there's going to be more in the way of even just like pencils and that kind of thing. Oh, okay, we're getting there. See, but if the person we attacked is, if their horse gets knocked down or the person themselves gets knocked down, you generally use your supplies to heal them, so they don't need to. That was close. A lie, huh? Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the nature of the game, too. It's like we're talking about with this. If you're playing as raiders, you expect, or you allow players to, play as raiders, you're going to expect people to be there to be a lot more PvP stuff. Like that game I mentioned before, The Tomorrow Children, for example, was not a PvP game. it was pipe, cool. It was kind of anathema to the game. It just didn't really make sense. But naturally, you put anything online, people can play it a lot of different ways, and so you'd still get people trying to initiate, basically griefers, right? When it's not PvP isn't part of the game, it's griefing. So yeah, if they build it into the game, then you expect it. And hopefully they just have some balancing mechanics so that you don't end up with a few really experienced high-level people kind of dominating the way the game is played. Alright, I think we're going to call that good. Hopefully we've made enough lead back here so we can do our last batch. And I've got another perk point I can spend. I don't have any plans for it. I think it's time to let them accumulate. Let them start accumulating again. And as soon as I have a specific plan, then I'll have a few to spare to spend on working out whatever that is. But right now, I'm pretty content. What do we got? 12. That'll do. So the other thing, I just thought, yeah, so that's the reason I was having trouble with the ghouls too. I'm like, I'm in a low level area. I will just leave those things equipped. Well, not everywhere over there is low level. So what do we got? 15 lead. That's good. We can make 2 more batches total. So this first round, yeah. So I need 15 more lead, then I can do the last batch. Sorry for the crinkling noise here. I'm getting some actual sustenance, as opposed to virtual rad state or whatever. Let's see. See if anyone's selling junk. Probably not. I don't know. I really don't know too many people that do. Although, man, if I actually found a really good steady supply, some of the stuff like lead or ballistics fiber, you could rake it in on that stuff. You do like to play games like that sometimes, but not enough to completely destroy camps or something like that to where people would lose a lot. Sometimes it's just fun to get into a firefight. Yep. Yeah. It all depends on context. And the thing is, I think some people, what they actually like is, they don't like actual PvP. They like, it's maybe a soft form of bullying. They like the idea that they could go in and there's just not a dang thing that someone can do if they decide that they want to try to take their stuff or just generally harass them. And that's where it gets different. That's where it gets bad. Maybe we'll head up there. Yeah, you guys are all going to have steel. So all you ever give up is steel. See? That's not creepy. See what we can find over here. I got that lead pipe I didn't scrap either, so there's a few there. So we probably need, 10, maybe 11. Oh, hi. I wish more of the guns somehow. I don't know why they would, but I do wish more, like, scrapping guns would yield more lead. Right now it feels a little too rare. It feels like it's almost semi-magical. Or even if you could scrap ammo or something to get it. Even if you were able to scrap ammo and get lead back at a huge loss. Whoops. That would be better than this. No, we're not doing that. I hate how they change the nav buttons. Okay, there we go. What did I just pick up? There was something... Oh, there. With that. Nope. Don't know if the biometric scanner has it or not. Anything down here? Nothing. Whoops. There we go. Whoop. Missed him twice. Oop. Next.
Human, let's play.
A little delay in his delivery there. Well, plenty of ammo. Like I said, it'd be nice if you could convert some of that. Extract some lead out of it. But that's not going to happen today. Not finding anything in the way of junk that has lead either. Mentioned bowling reminded you of a scenario that you had to talk about in your English class last year, which was if a teacher didn't like a student, thought he'd be terrible at everything.
Play tricks on me again.
I'm eager to hear the latter half of that. Where'd he go? Well, that was weird. Yeah, I think so. The over here, there's all these pencils lying around, right? None of them can you pick up. Super annoying. Yeah. Alright, well, let's head back. I doubt it's made quite enough by now, but kind of out of spots to check. Oh! He actually survived the first hit. Come on. Come on, it's not that far. There we go. Oh, so if a teacher didn't like a student and thought they would be terrible at everything, what should that student do? Yeesh. Yeah, that's a tough spot. Having run into similar situations, I would say talk to other teachers and that kind of thing, but sometimes that's viable, sometimes not so much. Alright, what do we have? Yeah, still not enough. 9 more. Sheesh. Think. Oh, okay, yeah, let's go up here. And Morgantown. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Let's go up to the airport. Yeah, I mean, for better or for worse, teachers' opinions of you are going to impact how they respond to your work. It's actually... It's you know, what you're describing sucks, obviously. It's also, if a teacher believes that your work... Well, this is kind of threw me off, and it's not where I expected to pop out. If a teacher believes that you are working below your level, that's actually not great either. I mean, it's better problem of the two to have, but it's not outstanding, not great. Because then if you're actually struggling and they feel like you're just not trying hard enough, that can be a problem too, and was in the past for me. It got really, really ugly once when I'd finished a huge project, and there were a couple teachers involved. He said that students should turn him into the principal, then the teacher would treat the student fairly, or the teacher wouldn't be the student's problem anymore. That's possible. That can. It's if you happen to have a teacher that you can talk to as sort of a confidant, it can be good to kind of check it out first. Only because sometimes escalating things like that in itself can cause its own trouble. So if you have a teacher you can talk to who can give you some perspective and maybe even act as an advocate in the situation, who knows your work, knows you maybe better than the other teacher does, that can be a good first step. And then, sometimes that's, sometimes you got to escalate. Sometimes it has to go up to a higher level. You have to deal with it. Basically have someone else deal with it at a sort of a what's the word? Or maybe it's kind of like an employer-employee personnel issue. But you hope it doesn't get there. But yeah, I had a project that I had worked on, and I have a thing where it's really difficult. Everyone has this thing. I guess maybe I struggle a little more with it, but it's really difficult to get to the. That's really weird. To wrap things up, to finish a project, to follow it all the way through, tie it off, and say it's done and move on. Either end up doing perpetual fiddling. I'll take the fusion cells. Or I just shift from one project to another all the time. Well, this thing was a case where I'd actually finished something, and it was a big project and very a lot of myself wrapped up into it, and I just happened to. In the presence of one of the two teachers who was kind of coordinating things. And really, this guy wasn't even part of the project. But he was one of the main teachers in the department, so, he obviously had an opinion in the matter. But I happened to comment in his presence, I'm like, finally, done. Which for me was a huge deal. It's like I said, I struggle to finish things. Especially back then. And he's like, no, you're never done. Like, you're not done with this, which is not absolutely the opposite of what was helpful in the moment. Which, that's one thing. I understand what, looking back, I can see he was trying to teach me now. Hey, slick. Some nice maneuvering there. So anyway, not what I need to hear. I understand where he was coming from. But I kind of pushed back in the moment. I said, no, it's done. I didn't qualify it at all. Oh, no, we're not doing that. I thought you were the one that was playing the main one playing the music. But I pushed back a little bit and said, no, it's done. And this guy wigged out. Screaming, cussing, telling me how stupid I was. I had never had an experience with a teacher like that. Now, because this guy's office was down the hall from where I worked on this thing, I heard him doing this to other students routinely. It was not an unusual thing, unfortunately. Still not finding lead. Don't care about the scorch. I just want to find some wrenches, get some lead. But anyway, so I did what I was describing. There was another teacher he was actually the head of the department. I knew him better. He knew my personality and my work, and he knew what was going on. So I was seriously upset. But I talked to him about it. And unfortunately, in that case, I don't think it was just this one incident. I've always kind of wondered. But the other teacher who wigged out on me was no longer teaching there. Not too long after that. They actually let him go. Like I said, I doubt that it was just that one incident. Having heard everything that went on with him berating other students and that, I think it probably just built up over a long time. But that was no fun. So the other student said that your answer was wrong, and the right answer is to show the teacher that he was wrong. Your teacher laughed and said that you are also right. Nice to be vindicated. Yeah, unfortunately, if someone is in a position... Here's the thing. If someone's in a position of authority over you, right? Like, he's an arbiter of your grade. He or she, I should say, is an arbiter of your success in that situation. So engaging with them and trying to, like, prove them wrong... Teachers are people, too. That can just complicate the heck out of things. One way or another, you want some outside involvement. You want someone else to come in and have an objective view. You want them to help navigate it since, you know, the student doesn't have the authority to navigate it on their own, and the teacher maybe doesn't have the perspective. It's maybe having a little trouble seeing things as they are. There was one teacher who I would regularly engage in, like you're describing, but it was positive again. You know, it was not this confrontational, you know, sort of thing. He was challenging me because we were kind of, it was one of the situations where you're building one another up. And so he'd come up with challenging questions, or, you know, he might, you know, kind of jab, you know, like, what am I trying to say? Excuse me. He might try to elicit a reaction in front of the class even. But we knew one another. I knew why he was doing it. And it was actually, it was a good thing. Like, this guy's doing this because he respects my abilities and he's trying to help me get better. Yeah, both of the teachers I mentioned in both of those stories, those are the two of the best teachers I ever had. And one of them wasn't actually a full teacher yet. He was a student teacher from the local university, teaching English. And I need to look him up. Last thing I heard, he went off and was teaching English in Japan. But that was like decades ago. A pencil! Finally, we found some lead. Not sure what he did after that. I'd like to know. And the other teacher, the one who helped out with that first story I was talking about, I'm sorry to say, he passed away. He was already well on into his career when I became his student. Outstanding teacher. I always describe him as, he's one of those teachers like that you see movies made about Mr. Holland's Opus, that kind of thing, you know. Students absolutely adored him. He dedicated all of himself to his students and his work and the community. He was just a really cool guy. He's one of those teachers that is the reason I think other people go into teaching. And he, in this particular case, he happened to be a music teacher, which a lot of students gravitate around anyway. The cool thing is, I think they actually named a building after him at my old high school. I think that the new music building is named after him. Which is exactly the right thing for them to have done. Let's see, you had a math teacher that multiple students failed her class every year, and people constantly failed her tests, and she yelled at the students saying they need to try harder. That is I should ask. So my daughter is studying to be a teacher, so I kind of wish she was here to bounce ideas off of. But that sounds like a teacher who needs help. I've seen lots of those teachers also, myself. Math teachers in particular, where it's like, it's just, you know, so easy. Why can't you all? I had a teacher in college who was like that. He could be hard, man. He's still, though. I mean, I think a lot of the students kind of, he got on their bad side. I kind of got where he was coming from. I didn't always appreciate, he could be kind of belittling at times. And it was a really hard subject. This was advanced math for science. This is a very, very challenging course. And so when you're sitting there and you're trying to do these really complex integrals and like the math is so abstract, you aren't even sure exactly what you're doing sometimes when you're trying to learn it the first time. It's not just that you don't know how, you don't even know what it relates to or why you're doing it. And he could be kind of harsh in those situations. Overall, he was a really good teacher, though. No, as high school math teachers, there we go. There's a little bit more. Couple high school math teachers, same school as the other ones I was describing. Let's see if we can go shoot him. Probably won't be able to. It's not going to let me lock on or anything. Where are you? Hey, Sparky. Nah, he's leaving. Anyway. No, there are a couple math teachers who, like, if you did well in the class, he would move you up to the front row. Basically, if he believed that you were trying hard, kind of like you're describing, he would put you in a better position in the class. Which, again, a lot of the time, students are having trouble. It is not the best thing to do to put them even further away where it's just going to amplify whatever trouble they're having. Alright, let's go see how much lead we've harvested down here. Hopefully we've got enough. Yeah, I had a teacher, man, so three key teachers in all of my, no, say 4. In all of my academic career. And the one from grade school is this guy who, he ended up working at Disney. I think he was like a copywriter. So he would write what you see like on the back of DVD boxes and stuff. But at the time, he was really into, I went to the wrong house. I'm like, where's my stuff? Anyway, he was really into animation. And so this is back in the 70s, where he was teaching us how to do stop frame animation using Super 8 film and stuff. Just amazing stuff. And the guy himself, I mean, this dude was like 7 feet tall plus. And he had a brother who was even taller. It was just, anyway. So to a little kid, you know, this guy was just monstrous. Super nice guy, though. Anyway, I think we're probably good. Let's check the perks one more time and see where we are. See where we land. Yep, there we go. Okay, last one. Oh, we didn't dupe it. That's okay. I'd prefer to have gotten an extra 300 and whatever, but right now for the... Oh, I hit the wrong gun. This one. Load it up. Okay. Take a look in the notes. Oh, I hear some scorched. We're not going to use this on them right now. Not the apparel weapons. There we go. Look at all that ammo. Brilliant. What the heck was going on over there? Something set one of them flying. Oh, man. Here we go. Where's the other one? There's one. You too? Come on, grab it. There we go. Like everyone loses their mind all at the same time. You're even shooting the thing you're sitting on. What are you going to do when it disappears? We're all done here anyway, I think. Stop! Jeez. I hate it when they lose their minds like that. Okay. But you also had teachers that when you were being bullied in second grade every day, and when you would say anything to your teachers, you'd just say not to be a tattletale. Yeah, I had those too. Good grief. School can be hard. I don't know what I would have done in that case. Like, I know they want kids to learn to deal with their own stuff, right? You know, there's a certain amount where they want them to, you know, learn to deal with conflict on their own. But when it's happening every day, and it's getting in the way of your ability to do what you need to do in school, yeah, they got to step in. Okay. Well, I think that's probably it for right now. So we're all ammoed up again. We got to test the Ultracite gun, which did brilliantly. I am so happy with the way that worked out. That was just awesome. Yeah, so I think next time we'll probably go after that nuclear key card so that we can then go back to start getting the silo codes and see if we can launch our own nuke. And probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I've done a little research on robots and what kind of, like, to see if they have any common vulnerabilities. And the answer so far seems to be nope. So maybe looking for, I have heard that they are sensitive to, vulnerable to pulse grenades, that sort of thing. So it might, excuse me, eating into the mic again, might be worthwhile to basically look for a pulse. Do I have a pulse grenade recipe? Let's go find out before I take off. Grenades. Look at that. So I need being cornered by 4 guys. Yeah, see, that's not your typical playground scuffle. That's straight up bullying. That sucks, man. No, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I know it was a long time ago. It still sucks. Those things kind of, they can't help but shape who we are a little bit, right? We got gunsmith for a moment. We have demolition expert. We have scientist too. Need to put that on there. Oh yeah, definitely. So we can make. Let's see what they take first. Yeah, I don't know about you. I was kind of a big kid. Like I'm average height now, but I got taller faster than a lot of kids. And I'm just kind of a big guy. Just, you know, on one side of my family, my mom used to joke that someone would say there are whole mountains of people. Like, we're big people. So I got left alone for the most part. Even though I really was not the sort of person, I was not a fighter by nature. Aluminum, circuitry, springs. Oh man, yeah, we can totally make a bunch of these. We'll save that for when I actually when I need them. I'm not going to do it now, so let's go clean up my perks. Most of the time I get left alone, but there's always someone bigger than you. You know, that's the thing. Doesn't matter how big you are. There's always someone who's going to be bigger, who's going to decide that they want to give you garbage. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, I hope you have a great day too. Thanks. And yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to go probably have some lunch and take a load off. Not do a lot else right now. See if I can save up my energy and fight off this, whatever this bug is that's starting to give me garbage here. That's not what I need. Too much going on at work. Too much going on at home. No one needs this. So, alright, let's hop up here. It's still running. What do you know? Yep, hey, that was worth it. Did it not take it? Oh, it did. Good. Alright. There we go. So, on that note, let's go ahead and we'll swap things out here. There we go. Thanks again for watching. Saw a lot of people stop by today. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. God bless. Bye-bye.